Hey guys, welcome to Building a Better Machine, where we upgrade our skills one command at a time. This is level 16 of OverTheWire's Bandit War game for Linux. If this is your first time joining, welcome, and let's get started. The prompt reads, the credentials for the next level can be retrieved by submitting the password of the current level to a port on localhost in the range 31,000 to 32,000. First, find which of these ports have a server listening on them. Then find out which of these speak SSL, TLS, and which don't. There is only one server that will give the next credentials. The others will simply send back to you whatever you send it. So, I have some notes. I had to take notes. This is a little bit of a cheat, but this is the second time I'm doing this, and messed up with the video. So, Bandit 16. Password is here. There we go. So the first thing we have to do is scan the listening ports. And we're using Nmap for this, and Nmap is short for Network Mapper. It's used for discovering ports, scanning ports, identifying services running on different ports. And it took some digging through the Googles to get here, but so the service is unknown. So what this is returning is 5 ports that are listening. That's these here. So what I did next was, my next iteration was to specify these ports specifically and scan Okay, I'm back. It took a couple minutes for this command to run, as you see here, 158 seconds, which is quite long, but we got the information we needed. So out of those 5 listening ports, this command is telling us which of these ports are open. So 3146, 31518, 31619, 31790, and 31960. What we know from the prompt that it should be on SSL or TLS. So we can eliminate this one, and this one, leaving us 31790 and 31518. And this command performs the same action without all of this extra stuff here. So I'm going to run this. It's probably going to take another 3 minutes. I'll pause. So you can see what I wrote. I believe it's going to look the same. I don't remember exactly, but while we're waiting, and it's going to be the same amount of time. I'm not sure if it's going to format it better. I wonder what ChatGPT would say for this. What commands it would give. You know what? While we're waiting, I'm curious. Scan the port range. No, it's actually giving me the same commands, which is quite interesting. But it's not as clean. The expected result from what I'm seeing at the expected result versus what I'm seeing is strange. So this is what ChatGPT says I should see, but clearly it's not as clean, and I'm not sure why it's not as clean. All right, I'm gonna pause it, come back in 2 minutes. All right, here's the response. 162 seconds. It took a little bit longer, but it's a little bit cleaner here. So I started here. I iterated to here, to the 5 ports that are actually responding something. This is a more elegant way of doing these first 2 commands. And this part I had trouble with. There is, if you look in the man pages, it says something about, you know what, let's see what this guy says. By this guy, I mean, I'm not gonna use ChatGPT. I want to say IG in the file. Forget what it's mean. Ooh. Yeah, it forces the connection to stay open when it reaches the end of file. We'll see why that matters in a second. So now, those 2 ports, 31790, 31518. I'm going to send a message to. Control C, Control V. So let's see what this guy gives us. Sometimes things really annoying. Control C. So it's giving us some information. Not sure what it's for. But this, it closed right away, which is weird because that's supposed to keep it open. Curious. Let's see. Experimenting now. Wondering if there's a difference. Why does it do that? Conical name, snake oil. That's funny. Makes me think it's the fake one. It's not the right one. So now let's do this second one. And we get something similar, some handshake information, SSL session information, and this is waiting for input. So now I'm gonna take the password from the last round. Control C. And I'm gonna Control E. That's so annoying. I'm not sure why it's making me do it twice. Correct. So it's giving us key data. And that's what we have here. This key is different than this one. They've changed it. I did this morning. I'm working my way through it. It took me about an hour to figure all of this out. I figured I'd just present you guys with my findings versus my meanderings. So here it is. That's the answer. We made it to the end. And this one taught me a lot. I went and did a deep dive on Nmap, SOCAT as well, which is a very powerful utility that I think is going to be introduced in a later round. But that's what we get. I don't need this here. This will confuse me later. And I'm not sure why I put this here. Anyway, so we did it. Another command down. Another upgrade to the machine. Let's keep building. Until next. Peace.